General Hospital spoilers tease that Marshall has officially agreed to leave Port Charles to pursue the passion for music that he once missed out on, accepting an offer to go on tour. This decision was not easy for Marshall, as he had become deeply involved and responsible for managing the Savoy, especially with Curtis being tied up with various tasks at Aurora. However, after some encouragement and support from Curtis, Marshall decided to prioritize his personal passion over responsibility, officially stepping down from his management position. Marshall's departure has created a significant void at the Savoy, as the renowned nightclub is now without a manager. Curtis, who had entrusted Marshall with running the Savoy while he focused on his work at Aurora, is now facing a challenging situation. Managing both a nightclub and a publishing company simultaneously is no small feat, and Marshall's absence has forced Curtis to urgently think about finding a replacement. The Savoy is an essential part of both Curtis's life and the community of Port Charles. The nightclub hosts many important events, and without a manager, it faces the real risk of losing its operational efficiency. Curtis knows he cannot let the club spiral out of control, and this puts enormous pressure on him to find a suitable successor. Marshall's absence not only impacts day-to-day operations at the Savoy, but also raises many questions about the club's future. Who will be capable of taking on this major responsibility? Could it be a returning character or a fresh new face? This not only marks a turning point in Marshall's story, but also forces Curtis to make crucial decisions regarding both his and the Savoy's future. Curtis is currently on the lookout for a new manager for the Savoy, following Marshall's departure, sparking much speculation about who will step into this vital role. One of the names that has been mentioned frequently is Lucky Spencer. Curtis realizes that running the Savoy requires not only leadership skills, but also the ability to handle complex situations in the nightlife industry, and Lucky could be the perfect fit for the job. After spending years away from Port Charles doing humanitarian work in Africa, Lucky now returns with the desire to reconnect with his family and establish a more stable life. With his vast experience, intelligence, and ability to handle difficult situations, Lucky can easily fit into the role of managing the city's famous nightclub. Curtis, recognizing Lucky's potential, seems to be seriously considering bringing him into the Savoy's management team. Choosing Lucky isn't just a professional decision, it also carries strong emotional ties. The Savoy could be the place where Lucky continues the Spencer family tradition, particularly since his father, Luke, managed many famous nightclubs in the past. By taking on this managerial role, Lucky wouldn't just stabilize his own life but also forge a deeper connection to his family's emotional history. If Curtis ultimately chooses Lucky to be the Savoy's new manager, it would mark a new chapter in both of their lives. The Savoy would gain a promising new leader, and Curtis could focus on his work at Aurora with peace of mind. Meanwhile, Lucky's presence would bring fresh excitement and drama to life in Port Charles, as he faces the challenges of managing the club and dealing with unresolved relationships waiting for him. Lucky has truly emerged as an important idea in upgrading and developing the Savoy. With fresh vision and boundless energy, he has introduced several initiatives aimed at enhancing the nightclub's space and services, transforming the Savoy into a more attractive destination in Port Charles. However, just as Lucky is working to improve the club, a new threat emerges in the form of Selina Wu. Selina, a powerful and ambitious figure in the underworld, has always sought to expand her influence in Port Charles, and the Savoy is no exception. She has been quietly using the club to conduct her underground activities, including hosting illegal gambling events. Selina has grown accustomed to manipulating the previous managers, and now with Lucky's arrival, she begins to feel her power threatened. Although Lucky is unaware of Selina's hidden activities, his efforts to manage the Savoy with transparency and reform have created tension between the two. Selina doesn't want to lose the profits from the illegal operations she has established, and Lucky's tight control over the club is beginning to jeopardize her plans. This leads to a subtle but intense confrontation between the two characters. The story takes a crazier turn, as Selina decides not only to maintain her power, but also considers dangerous measures to remove Lucky from the Savoy if he stands in the way of her interests. Selina is cunning and ruthless enough to achieve what she wants, and this puts Lucky at risk of being dragged into unforeseen trouble. Selina's quiet threats to Lucky's authority at the Savoy not only add tension to the storyline, but also set off a chain of dramatic events. Lucky, with his determination to develop the Savoy, now faces a far more powerful underground force. Can he protect his vision for the nightclub without being swept into Selina's hidden schemes? New complications are pushing both characters into a power struggle, and the story is bound to become increasingly complex and captivating.